Martin Luther King Jr.'s words ring true today more than ever before. This past year alone, we have seen the mountaintops and we have seen the valley lows. Our democracy has been tested time and time again, and when the dust settled, we've been able to see where people's true values lie. We have faced a global pandemic together and unsure of what the next day may bring. Depression has reached an all-time high. We've seen families ripped apart due to COVID-19 as well as political warfare. We've seen a financial wealth gap expanded, creating new millionaires and leaving millions of people thrown into extreme poverty. Now that 2021 is in our horizon, we are here to say that social justice is no longer a choice. We had to take a step back to reflect on the things that truly matter, such as health, happiness, family, and freedom to live life to the fullest, because it is not guaranteed. We've watched healthcare workers and frontline workers show that they are the backbone of our society. Millions of people have come together to stand for equal rights for all. Our democracy has showed us that we have the power to make real change in this world. That includes, but is nowhere near limited to, putting a president in office and taking one out, never forgetting the people we lost along the way. And as we look towards the future, we remember people like Martin Luther King Jr., who helped navigate us to the promised land.
Hi everyone, I'm Ishwari Kapale, an Indian student serving as the president of the Freshman Class Council this year. Social justice is a relation of balance between individuals and society, measured by comparing the distribution of wealth differences from personal privileges to fair privilege opportunities. This Wikipedia definition simply means zero discrimination against anyone based on any grounds. I believe it is much more than that. In my opinion, social justice refers to accepting individuals the way they are. It also means going that one extra mile to extend a helping hand and support one another without expecting anything in return. For, in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
It is crucial that we continue to address the issues that are affecting our communities. We must carry on the fight that has been fought numerous times before us. Our voices deserve to be heard and will be heard.
While recently the social injustices in the United States have been highly publicized, these acts of hate have been going on for centuries. It's hard to understand why anyone could feel so much anger towards a group of people solely for the color of their skin. While no one will ever be able to explain how people could be filled with such hate and hostility, we must do everything in our power to fight this hatred and the systematic racism and oppression that have been created. The choices that we make in life impact our future and the lives of generations to come. And the choice we must make today is whether or not we want to fight for social justice and democracy. Everyone deserves to live in a world in which they are not defined by the things they cannot control. Everyone deserves to be treated with the same respect as others, regardless of the things that make them different. And everyone deserves to live in a world in which equity exists and people are given the resources they need and deserve to have a quality of life as valued and cherished as everyone else's. As you think about the things that have been said today, remember that you can make a difference and be the change that needs to be seen in this world.
Social justice is a cancer on our society that can only be fixed by standing together hand in hand. Minorities are amongst the most dehumanized people in our American culture today. Every day, one of us is targeted in some way, shape, or form based on our looks. To be a minority or not to be should not have anything to do with the way we are treated in this so-called land of the free.
fight for change and for social justice is not over. We as a community have the power to change society for the better. We need to be checking who we put into power in terms of our president, who is in Congress, our mayors, and whoever is representing our city or state. We need to make sure that they are for change and for social justice. Right now, they aren't making changes fast enough. So we need to do our part to make sure we put people in power to make that change.
I think a big part of, reclaiming our democracy has to do with coming back to those ideas of love and respect that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was so adamant about including when he spoke. I remember the words, hate can't drive out hate, only love can do that, and that's something that I kind of live by, and I really think is really important to remember on this day, as we try and reestablish what we know this nation can be and should.
Social justice is a state of mind. Democracy is a social construct. All of these things make what we see today possible. However, in order to be successful, in order to make a possible future, you have to use both of them together to make sure that all of your work and everything that you're doing is not in vain. Many years and many people have came through and done their own work to make sure that any work after is all plausible. We think today and we say, wow, we're doing amazing work, and we're doing the work of others, and we're doing the work for others, and we're doing the work that other people have done, but it's still not enough. With that being said, continue to do the work. Continue to fight for what you believe in. Continue to make sure things are better for yourself, everyone else, everyone you come in contact with. And always continue to make sure that everyone knows that the fight is not over. Social justice doesn't stop today. Democracy is never going to end. And the fight for your good trouble will always be recognized.